Welcome, and I'm doing a follow-up to my Path of Exile video. Now, in the past week, I've put a little bit more time in it. I've watched Gamers with Jobs play this guy called Pox. Really cool dude. I've been watching him play the game, and I realized some of the stuff I wasn't doing right. Now, I realized that Path of Exile is a more complex game than perhaps your Diablo fan would accumulate. Because you're in the skill tree, the skill tree is fucking huge. Like, there's so many different types that you can do, but you can't just go in there blind, and you gotta figure out what type of character you're going to build for your Path of Exile character. Right now I got 4 different characters, and I've built each of them differently. Like, there's certain gems that I go for, because you could socket these skill gems, and you can level up these gems to make them actually do more for your character. Like, I have a shadow guy, so kind of an assassin, and all of his gems are ice-based. Okay? You got like a frost boulder that you throw, a frost wave, frost blades, cold damage. So I'm trying to make him more of an ice character. I have a duelist, which is kind of like a pirate one, and so my shadow character is two-handed. He uses 2 weapons. My duelist has 1 sword and uses a shield, and he has I go for more melee. I want him to be a damage character, while my Templar that I have, which would be like a paladin, is all fire-based damage. So I'm going off that, and I also have a marauder, which is a barbarian, but my barbarian's not, I don't have the right gems yet to make him, but he does have enhanced damage, and on the skill tree I'm upgrading his health, because I found out while watching these videos that you gotta upgrade your health, your armor. There's a lot. I've noticed the game is better for your characters if you grind more. So if you go in there and you go to areas you've been before and just go one after the other, and I've been spending like 4 hours on one character, 4 hours on another, and 4 hours on another. So I've been getting more and more into the Path of Exile and really embracing an action RPG style. And when I divulge into it, I'm really thinking about this node, where am I gonna take it? Because if you look at the map, you'll be like, these are melee, and if you click this node right here, you can go down this pathway and go that way and get a better ability or an enhanced damage, or your health and regen goes faster, and that's stuff that you want. Like, one of my skill gems for my barbarian, my marauder, is a totem. Now what totems are basically a totem that comes out of the ground, and it mimics your fighting style, and it attacks. And you can also have totems that do projectiles, totems that distract the enemy so they go after them instead of you, totems that every time they heal you, they hit somebody, they heal you. So it's all about figuring out what you're going to do. Now granted, I'm not real sure what the story is. I really haven't been paying attention. What I have been doing is checking out how it flows. It flows really well. It's really good. The flasks is something that I realized there's bigger flasks. And not only is there bigger flasks, but certain characters you'll have, like my marauder only needs 1 mana flask, while my shadow needs 2 or 3. Some characters need more mana flasks than health flasks, but then there's special flasks that do special abilities. And the currency I figured out is your Scrolls of Wisdom, and I wasn't too sure what the currency was last time I did the video. and I've been getting more into it, and I love how expansive some of these dungeons are, and it seems like the dungeons are changing every time I play them. Like, I'm in Act 2, I keep going through these old ruins, and it seems like different spots are in different places at different times. I like that each act has different enemy types, so there's less of the drowned zombies and less of those in the second act, because you got bears and you got infected stuff and you got more human characters. So I like how different it is. A lot of variety, and I'm finding more weapons that I can utilize in different ways, and I like the look of a lot of them, and a lot of them are different. And you're not always getting the same loot all the time. Like, you'll have a variety, and it's good when you randomly find something, or if you're just exploring, you find a different area that you really didn't know was there, and it really exemplifies what an action RPG should be. And I can tell why people have been playing this game for years. And with me just getting into it now, I wish I would have started playing it a while ago. But my characters aren't high level. Like, I got 2 level 9s, I have a level 5, and I have a level 20. My only issue is lately, like, you get kicked out of the game a lot more frequent, but the game is really good. There's a lot to it. I'm not even close to the end game. I'm not even close to how far and in depth the skill tree is. There's so much in that skill tree, the passive skill tree, and you could refund your points. So if you feel like you fucked up and ruined it, then you can change it and fix it. So there's a lot of stuff I just didn't get right, but like, I haven't tried the witch class yet, to be like a wizard class, and I haven't tried, there's like a rogue class with a bow and arrow, and I haven't really tried that either. Cat's being retarded right now. So yeah, I really need to, like, put some more time in there. I'm trying to find better weapons for my Marauder. Like, my Marauder is the only one that I don't have 3 or 4 skills. I only have a shockwave type skill, and I have another skill, the totem, but I have increased cold damage and increased melee damage. So I'm really trying to advance, get better, trying to figure out where to go. But I'm probably going to do some more grinding with that character, because I want him to be a higher level when he gets there. So it's not going to be easy, but what I'm going to start doing is doing these update videos on Path of Exile, how I'm doing. It's hard for me to get gameplay footage because I don't have the right gaming computer. I have an older laptop that I'm doing all this on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and give you updates. Like right now, I've been trying to buy the skill gems I need, leveling them up, trying to get the right armor for the right price. And it's just, and I don't want to do microtransactions. I'm very anti-microtransactions. But Path of Exile is really, I've been getting more into it lately. And the update just launched, which is really cool. And the only thing is the chat. There's a lot of assholes in the chat that keep filling up the page and making all these pictures show up. When I'm in the middle of fighting, I don't care about your stupid fucking Toucan Sam piece of shit. So stay off of it. Remember, there are some players that just want to go in there and fucking play. I don't care about trading. I don't care about joining a guild. I just want to go in there and play and showcase how good I am. So this was a follow-up to Path of Exile, my Path of Exile review. So I'm getting more into the game. I'm not sure how much hours I put into it, but I'm just going to keep playing and see what happens. Hopefully I can get some more a little bit better at the game, and hopefully when I do my next video, which will be next week, it'll be a weekly thing, I will get more in depth into what I've done with my characters differently. So I will talk to you all next time.